Surveying po. So, isa yan sa ginagawa ng class civil engineering. Yun nga lang, hindi masyadong deep kasi nga, yung gumagawa ng deeper surveys is yung mga geodetic. Alam natin, di ba? Let's simulan natin. So, surveying, by definition, it's a technique of determining the relative position of different features on, above, or beneath the surface of the Earth. No? By means of direct or indirect measurements and finally representing them on a sheet of paper known as plan or map. Or basically, yung surveying, agagas yun is isang klase lang ng technique na kung saan para ka lang kumukuha ng data sa isang particular land surface na kung saan yung kanyang magiging tsura is pinaplat mo sa isang mapa. Right? Kaya which is nagkakaroon tayo ng vivid na visualization about sa isang certain land surface. Right? Like yung topographic map, familiar? Right? Doon mo makita if it's a valley, mountain, or a hill, or steep slope, or a gentle slope na klaseng either mountain. Right? Tama? Now, so we have two categories of surveying. Una yan yung plain surveying. Yan kasi yung somehow ginagamit natin sa CE. Kasi nga, bakit po sir? Tingnan hindi kasi siya ganon ka-deep. No? Dito kasi it is a method measuring small areas of the Earth's surface by disregarding curvature at geoid effects lang po. No? So meaning it is just plain, from the word plain surveying no? You are only disregarding yung totoong itsura ng ating mga land surfaces. Okay lang? Pero unlike kapag pumunta ka kapag geodetic surveying, yan lang kasi yung kino-consider mo na kasi yung mas precise or accurate na itsura mismo ng ating land surfaces. So, kasi nga, you already considering kasi yung shape, size, and curvature ng ating Earth. Now, yun kasi yung sinabi ko kasi na pag geodetic na survey, yun kasi yung mas deeper na surveying po. No? Now, ang last guys is that marami pong kasi-kasi about surveying. Una, for methods of surveying, we have here control survey. Then next po, we have here boundary survey. Next is topographic survey. Then next is hydrographic survey. No, hopefully kasi familiar kayo sa ilan dyan, especially kasi yung topographic or yung gumagamit ka kasi ng topo map. Right? Yan kasi yung doon mo kasi makikita basically, gaya sabi ko kanina, kung yung klaseng land surface na yan is could be a valley, hill, no? Or a mountain. It could be a steep or it could be gentle. Now, in terms of slope, now, ang hydrographic kasi sa water naman. Now, next is mining survey. Then, sumusunod kasi sa construction survey. No, yan kasi ginagamit sa construction natin. Then, route survey po. No, yan kasi sa mga daanan. Then next is photographic survey. And last kasi is astronomical survey. Which is hindi yan kasi ginagamit natin kasi sa CE. Mas masyadong malalim na kasi sa kasing survey. So yung common na talaga kasi is that yung topographic, hydrographic, construction, mining, route, no? Itong photographic kasi kung magamit na kasi masyadong expensive na sa mga equipment. Nalagyan mga pinapalipad na po para makita lang kasi parang aerial view ng isang land surface or itsura. Now, yung kanyang ibang definition class, I will leave it to you. Kasi nga, again, if I would try to go deeper pa dito, hindi na tayo kasi makakabot sa mga sample problems. Saka lang, which is yun naman kasi nga ating main goal. Okay lang? So, let's start. Sorry. So, unahin natin kasi mas madaling introduction class ng ating survey, which is kasi yung problem ito. Problem 1. So, I'll be presenting kasi yung concept sa surveying through problem giving. No? Which is, basahin mo natin kasi, no? Problem 1, anong sabi dito? A 230.25 meter by 151.62 meter land was measured by a 50 meter tape, which is 0.06 meter to shore. Right? Now, sa unang katanungan, pinapahanap yung correct length ng ating land. No? Then, B, determine the error in the area. And lastly, assuming the tape is used to set a boundary line with length of 845.5 meter, compute the actual distance to be laid out. Because may involvement ka sa measure, may involvement ng layout, at may tape na involved dito. At pinapahanap kasi yung mga correct length at yung mga error. Now, paano ba yan sinusolve? alamin mo natin ka saan ba ito ka sa topic particular. This is actually under ito ka sa error sa tape na topic, error intake, or sa tape correction. Napag-usapan natin ka sa measure at yung layout. Nasa measure class, tingnan natin no? Let's say we have here point A, we have here point B. No? Class, from the word measure class, susukatin pa natin. Now, what if class, kung susukatin natin to, yan yung kanyang endpoint, yan kasi yung kanyang, first point, yan kasi yung kanyang endpoint. Now, what if class, kapag sinukat natin to class ng isang standard ruler, no, lalabas dyan, what if lalabas dyan class is 9 inches. Okay lang? Now, di ba class, napansin nyo kanyo yung class, may too short, may too long, right? Sa tape correction or error and tape. Now, kapag sinukat mo yung A to B using a longer ruler, no, kapag project mo yan class dito sa longer ruler, obviously it will project a smaller value. Let's say which is 8 inches. Tama? Then, what if class kapag shorter ruler kasi yung pag-uusapan? Eh di mas maikli yung class kumpara sa standard ruler. No? Which is, by the way class, kapag too long class, by the way class, take note, no, kasi class, kapag too long, kailangan mo kasi add yung correction. Which is tama naman. Kasi for standard ruler, which is yan kasi yung pinagbabasihan natin, no, nung lumabas kasi na 8 inches, which is yan kasi hindi tama, kailangan nyo i-correct. Eh, paano i-correct, sir? Eh, yung 8, paano mo gawing 9? Eh, kailangan mong iangat yung value. No? Which is, you will be using yung certain correction value. Tama? Now, what if kasi papalabasin natin, no, yung shorter ruler. Eh, syempre guys, kapag shorter ruler, kapag pinroject mo yan sa shorter ruler, it will project a higher value, which is, let's say, 10 inches. No? So, meaning class, for measure class, kapag too short yung ruler, no, ang ginagawa dyan class, yung correction po natin, sinusubtract sa ating value na lumabas nung pinroject natin sa ruler. Baka lang? Kaya kasi baka meron kasi ganyan kasi, di ba? For error and tape or tape correction, na kapag tulong sa measure, ina-add kasi yung correction, at kapag too short naman, sinusubtract mo yun. Baka naman? Now, maybe you're wondering, class, bakit sila nagkakaroon silang shorter ruler, longer ruler? Alam naman din, class, even sa industry, kasi gumagawa ka sa mga paluka, kasi sa mga seal tape, meron talaga nagkakaroon ng somehow variation sa sizes. Right? Kasi hindi naman talaga yung class na perfect. Pero actually, or in reality, class, meron din mga factor bakit nagkakaroon ng lengthening at shortening. Mamaya, let's try to go deeper about sa tape correction. Okay lang? Now, ano yung katapat ng measure? Yun yung tinatawag na layout. Now, ang layout class is somehow kabaliktaran lamang ng measure. Right? Sa layout kasi, somehow, patihan natin, no? Let's say, sa layout, meron na siyang certain measurement. Let's say, class, meron siyang sukat na 9 inches. Now, parang ilalatag na lang natin yung panukat or sa yung ruler. So, let's say, class, kapag ilalatag natin yung standard ruler, what if lalabas doon exactly 9 inches? Alam? Now, the next, what if class, gagamitin mo kasi ang longer ruler? Kapag longer ruler kasi yung gagamitin natin, obviously kasi 9 inches natin, dyan makikita. Right? Which is somehow, kapag ikumpara mo pa sa standard ruler, sumobra siya. Right? Now, so kapag kailangan mo kasi note yan, for layout, no? For layout, kapag tulong class, sinusubtract yung correction. Diba? Opposite lang kasi sa layout at sa layout at measure. Tama? Then, if you will be using shorter ruler, tingnan natin, no? Since class 9 inches pala yan, class, 9 inches natin class, hindi pa rin swak. Hindi siya tumama sa point B natin. So obviously class, yung kanya magiging correction is ina-add po natin para siya papantay or ma-correct, which is dapat siya class exactly tatama sa point B. No? Again class, magkabaliktad lang kasi yung measure at yung layout po. Okay lang ba? Na picture po? Sana aabot tayo, no? Kasi mahaba-haba pa. Natin natin. So, isolve natin kasi yung problem. So, for number 1, determine the correct length of the lap. Na paano ba yan kasi solve? we just need to use a particular formula, which is L sub actual or correct is just equal to L initial plus minus E, which is yan kasi yung correction or kasi yung error, no? Times L initial over L A. Now, length kasi yung pinag-uusapan, di ba? Length, as we all know, no? Is yan kasi yung longer, ay yan kasi yung bigger value, which is, para dito, ang lumabas kasi is 230.25 meters. At yung correction class na A, yan na kasi yung 0.06 meters. Sinabi class measure. Tama? So, una class, ilalabas natin kasi yung L initial, which is 230.25. Now, class kapag measure, kapag too short, add or subtract? Subtract. So, minus 0.06 times L initial na 230.25 over yung L tape, which is 50 meters. Eh, ano kasi yung resulting value dyan? This just 229.97 meters. Baka na ba? The next, picture na. So next, we have here, sinabi class, determine the error in the area. Class, we have here a specific formula for error in the area. It's just absolute value ng area ng correct, no, or correct area, which is the minus ng erroneous class na area. Now, paano yung kaso? Una, hindi natin class magagamit yung formula directly kasi nga kulang pa tayo class ng isa. Paano kulang, sir? Hindi pa natin na-correct yung width, tama? So, i-correct natin kasi yung width using yung similar formula kanina. No? So, we have here class W sub actual over, slash correct, or correct. Now, which is yung kanyang initial value is 151.62. Then, again, kapag measure, then too short, you take, binabawas po kasi yung correction. So, minus 0.06 times yung ating L initial, which is 151.62. Then, i-divide mo yung class by certain value, which is yun yung length ng tape, which is 50 meters. Okay na ba? Now, sa L class equal yung ating corrected width. That is just equal to 151.44 meters. Yun nga lang, hindi pa yan kasi yung sagot natin. Tama? So, meaning class, paano yung kasukunin yan? Error sa area. Yung corrected area, yan ang kasi yung ating yung corrected area class, makukuha niyang class using, since it's a rectangular lot, we will be multiplying yung ating bagong values. Tama? Yung ating kinorek. So, it will be 229.97 times 151.44 minus yung ating class product ng ating initial value for width at the length. Then, naka-absolute value yan since we are getting only yung positive value of area. Kasi alam natin class, there's no such thing as negative area. Tama? Now, bakit mas nagkakaroon class ng absolute value, ay absolute sign yan? It's because meron pong tendency dyan class na maliit yung value sa loob. Tama? Which is tama naman dito na maliit. So, kailangan natin absolute value. Ano kasi yung resulting value po dito? That is just 83.8482 square meters lang po. Ano ba? Yan kasi yung ating error sa area. Picture na? Next, and last class, now assuming a tape is used to set a boundary line with length of 845.5 meters, compute the actual distance to be laid out. Class, yung word na ginamit dito is already laid out or laid. So meaning, paano yan kasi gagawin? Similar formula pa rin, tama? Yun nga lang class, since it's laid out, maiba na kasi yung sign natin. Tama? So which is, we have here for L actual, it is just equal to L initial na 845.5 meters, no? Plus or minus for layout. Plus 0.06, kailangan kasi idagdag yung ating correction. L initial is 845.5 meters at yung ating length sa tape is just simply 50 meters. As you can see guys, yung resulting actual length dito is just equal to 846.5146 meters. Yan kasi magiging actual length po natin. Next, yan lang kasi yung ating short introduction class for tape correction sa ano. This is an easy problem. So, ito yung kasi level up. Pag-usapan natin kasi yung tatlong method, no, na ginagamit kasi for tape correction din. No? Ito kasi gas, given na kasi yung kanyang correction. Tama? Or yan kasi yung correction per tape length. Tama? Now, paano ba yan kasi kinukuha? Tatlo kasi yung binibigay, tatlo kasi yung formula para dyan. Which is para dyan, class, yan yung ating isa-solve na problem. Now, by the way, class, sa math po, sa MSCA class, since part kasi yung surveying, yung problem kasi sa surveying, isa yan kasi pinakamahabang problem. No? Which is madami yung sinasabi. No? Pag mabitag kayo, class, wala na. GG na, no? Lalo na kapag sequential yung ating problem. Okay lang? Now, a 50-meter tape of standard length has a weight of 0.05 kg per meter. No? Linear weight in glass, no? Kalang? Now, with a cross-sectional area of 0.04 square centimeters, no? It has a modulus of elasticity of 2.10 times 10 raised to 6 kg per square centimeters. Now, the tape is of standard length under a pull of 5.5 kilograms when supported throughout its length at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. This tape was used to measure distance between A and B. Sinabi class measure. And was recorded to be 458.65 meters long. Now, at the time of measurement, the pull applied was 8 kilograms with the tape supported only at endpoints. Sa kaso, sinusuportahan lang kasi ng tape at endpoints class. No? Walang sa gitna ang kasang tape. Now, the pressure observed was 18 degrees Celsius. Now, assuming coefficient of linear expansion of a tape is 0.000116 per degree Celsius. Okay lang, class? Actually, kasi yan kasi yung value class for coefficient of linear expansion for steel material. Now, which is yan kasi by default, kapag hindi binigay, you will use that value. Okay lang, pero later lang kasi pag-usapan. Ayan. Now, determine the correction due to applied pull of 8 kilograms. Thus, next is determine the correction due to the weight of tape. And lastly, compute the true length of the measured line AB due to the combined effects of tension or pull, sag, and temperature. Now, as we all know, class, in real life, class, yung tape, bakit nagkakaroon ka sa lengthening or shortening? It's because in real life, class, meron po yung mga iba't ibang classic factors, which is sinabi na kanina. Which is, kapag due to temperature, class, alam naman natin, di ba? Kapag nainitan yung material, ano nangyari? Umi-expand, tama? Eh kapag nilalamigan, class, umukontract. Di ba nakaka-relate kayo? Ay, wag na lang, no? Wag na lang, no? Baka yung iisipin nyo. Basta yun, class, kapag temperature. No? Now, ang next class is yun yung sag. Eh, nagsasag na rin, class, is because due to sariling bigat mismo ng tape throughout its length. Di ba? Which is binigay kanina. Kasi class, kahit anong hila mo rin, class, kahit anong hila mo yan, magsasag at magsasag agad. Kaya nga nagkakaroon ng correction. At lastly, class, sa pull. Siyempre, class, kung yung pull mo kasi hindi enough, nagkakaroon kayo ng certain factor, kaya nga nagkakaroon ng lengthening at shortening. Kaya what if class mo over-stretch mo? Ano mangyari? Ito yung tape mo, magkakaroon ng lengthening. Or kapag masyado na mahina yung pagkakahila mo, edi para siyang nakukompress ng kaunti, right? Which is kailangan mo siyang i-correct din. No? Kaya yan kasi mainly, mga main factors bakit kasi nagkakaroon ng tape corrections. No? Now, pag-usapan natin kasi yung due to temperature. Ano ba yung formula specific dyan? That is only class similar class sa strength of materials, tama? Familiar, yung favorite subject nyo, di ba? Bakit parang may masama kayong loob sa professor, di ba? Parang may masamang alaala. Now, under yan kasi thermal expansion class na topic, di ba? Yan kasi yung tinatawag ng class na alat. Oh? Sino dito maalat? Ay, alat po. Bakit kasi alat? Kasi yung unang variable dyan is alpha. Tama? Then, L. Itong T minus TO is actually delta T. Tama? Change in temperature. Kaya kasi yung tawag yung kas alat. Sa iba. No? Then, alpha, sinabi na kasi which is coefficient of linear or thermal expansion. Which is kapag hindi binigay by default gas, since ginagamit naman kasi still date, that is 11.6 times 10, raised to negative 6 per degree Celsius. No? Then, next po, L is measured length or length of tape. Pwede rin. Kasi gas, pwede mo din kasi gas kunin yung kanyang correction per tape length or as a whole na po. Parang total correction. Then, T is temperature during measurement at, hindi ko nakabi. Plus, TO, my God. TO. Sorry po. TO, dito na lang kas, no? Kasi baka masulatan ko yan. No, TO. Natakot ako. TO is standard. No? Tempi. First time ko ata makapagsulat ng glass. Stiga. Parang... No? Now, yan kasi yung TO. Hindi ko pala naka-copy, sorry po. So, TO kasi standard temperature lamang po. No? Now, next is due to pool naman. Which is kasi yung formula dito is just P minus PO, no? Times yung L over yung product ng A na maliit at yung malaking E. No? Alam mo ibig sabihin ng variable dyan, sir? Yung P is applied pull or tension. Tama? PO is the standard pull or tension. Then L is measured length or length of tape. Then lastly, next class is cross-sectional area of tape. Yan kasi yung maliit na A. And lastly class, yung E. Yan kasi yung alam natin class, which is yung class yung elastic modulus of seal, right? Or modulus of elasticity ng seal. Which is class, by default class, kung hindi natin alam class, kung hindi binibigay, yan is 200 gigapascal. Tama? Familiar? Now, at last class is of course, yun kasi yung due to sub. Sa due to sub class, yung kanyang formula is just actually, iba kasi sinasabi W squared. Pwede din kasi omega squared. Actually, that's actually supposedly omega squared. Pero, pwede rin kaya gawin class W squared. Anyway, that is just only letter designation na po. So, walang problema kahit gawin mo yan class X. As long as you already know ano yung ibig sabihin ng mga variable present. Akalang? Now, so W squared times L cubed over 24 P squared class. No? Yung W, yan kasi yung linear weight ng A. Which is, yung kanyang unit is just Newton per meter, kilogram per meter, and so on and so forth. Okay lang? The next po we have L, distance between supports class, yung description pagdating sa L natin. And next po, we have P, which is applied pull or tensional. Now, sir, paano ba yan sir ina-apply? Kasi lang. Pansinin nyo guys, yung due to temperature class at due to pull, pwede yung ma-positive, pwede yung ma-negative. Do you agree? Paano sir? Ganito lang. Kapag yung T mo, no, is hindi susobra sa standard temperature TO, yung resulting value dyan is negative. Tama? Mathematically speaking. Ganun din kasi dito. Kapag yung applied pull mo, hindi siya higit sa ating standard pull, ano mangyari? Di, magkakaroon ka ng negative value. Paano yan, sir? Paano ba yan, sir, ina-apply? No? Paano ba ma-apply yung idea ng para sa shortening at lengthening? Kasi simple lang. Since class, it involves signs, you will just apply it by adding algebraically. Tama? So, Kapag nag-add ka sa algebraic classification kasi meron kang value, i-add mo yung class kasama, let's say kasi negative yung correction, isasama mo lang kasi yung sign. Ganun lang kasi ina-apply ka sa pag due to temperature at due to pool plus yung correction mo. Okay lang? And lastly is due to sag. Class due to sag, alam naman kasi yung sag, paano mangyari? Kasi we have here, di ba ganyan yan? From point to point class, susuportahan natin. Na kung isipin mo kasi, kapag isukat yan, dapat ganito kasi yung action, di ba? Ganyan lang. Tama? Ganito kasi yung sag natin. Now, ano kasi mangyari? Hindi yan kasi pwede i-add. No? Mas masyadong mamali kasi yung value mo. Kasi kapag sag, ang ginagawa dyan, as always yan kasi dinididak. Tandaan na, hindi yan kasi ina-add. Sag is always dinididak para kasi makorek yung kanyang, yung certain measurement. Or value ng measurement natin. Okay lang ba? Again, yan ang kasi dapat yung tatandaan kasi for due to temperature, pool, at sag lang po. Okay lang ba? Now let's try to apply kasi what we know already. Yung sa problem na mahaba na binigay ko kanina. Okay lang? Na-picture na? Anong year level na kayo? 5. Graduating na? Or ano ba? Lumalaban pa rin? Lumalaban pa rin? So nag-graduate kayo next sem, di ba? You're hoping next sem. Ituloy-tuloy niyo yung custom, di ba? Siyempre, may kinakarap kayo ngayong kalaban, no? Thesis, di ba? Musa yung thesis niyo? So, pinapahirapan na kayo ng thesis niyo? Whether you like it or you like it, no? Kailangan nyo tagas kung ipasa kasi yung thesis kasi kailangan nyo kasi magpasa ng thesis mo, no? Okay lang? So, syempre, lahat naman kasi gusto graduate on time. Tama? So, yun, ilaban nyo na kasi, no? Meron ba kayo kas backboard? Gano'n? Backboard exams? Reboard, gano'n? Subject, ay parang elective siya, di ba? Parang comprehensive course. Which is, yun kasi sa board exam. No? Tama? So, yun. Magiging kalaban nyo yung class. Marami kayong aaralin talaga. Lalo na si Sir Dakay yung kakaharapin nyo someday. No? Si Sir Dakay pala tayo. Now, iba kasi yung trip ni Sir Dakay eh. Bad trip. So, bad trip din ni Sir Dakay mga trip. Kaya nga madami kayo dapat kakapi sa dulo. Aral na kayo kasi in advance. No? Let's try to apply kasi what we all know. No, sabi kas, dito, kailangan na namin yung correction due to applied pool of 8 kilograms. Now, memorize kasi yung formula. Ano kasi yung formula kasi for pool?
B minus PO L over area times 2.
Yan ba yun? No? Yan kasi yung ating formula doon. Tama? Now, simula. So yung CP sa equal, yung P, yan yung applied pool. Tama? Which is, sinabi na kasi mismo na 8 kilograms. Pero kasi kahit kasi di yan kasi sinabi na kasi mismo din sa problem. Tama? So 8 minus 5.5 kasi yung standard pool, right? Kasi for a standard tape class, pero siyang particular corresponding standard pool. Tama? Which is 5.5 kilograms. Eh yung length po, paano yung class muna yun? Binigay ba kasi sinabi ba? Which is 458.65. Actually, guys, pwede mo yung ganyan kasi yung resulting value dito will be the total correction due to pool. Total correction. Kasi yung iba kasi ginagawa dyan kasi ito, ginagawa mo na yung length of tape. Kasi pwede kasi yung length of tape. Kinukuha muna nila yung correction per tape length. Dahil ano kasi ginagawa? Ito mini-multiply lang kasi ng yung measured length over length ng tape, di ba? L initial, parang L initial lang siya. Ano mangyari? Same pa rin, di ba? Kasi length ng tape dito, makakancel out lang. Ano matitira? Yung measured length lang pa rin. Kaya nga somehow, pwede nyo nang ilagay directly yung length plus na sinasabi sa problem mismo. So, kasi mathematical speaking, mabubura ng class or halos walang effect or walang effect class yung tape length. Alam ba? Now, over, ano kasi yung A? That is just 0.04 square centimeters. Which is hindi na kasi kailangan i-convert. Na bakit po, sir? Tingnan nyo kasi nga yung kanyang classic module sa velocity sa ating steel, ating tape, is just 2.10 times 10 raised, because that is times 10 raised to 6 yan, ha? Parang natigay pa kong sulatan. Times 10 raised to 6 yan, kilogram per square meters. Kaya minsan ayaw ko talaga i-project sa mga ganyan. Gusto ko dito lang. Kasi gusto ko direct raise yung sulatan ko directly. No? Pero sorry po, it is just 10 raised to 6 yan. No? My bad. No, sorry po. Now, which is kasi hindi mo na kailangan i-convert yung A kasi nga mabubura na yung square centimeters. Matitira yung kilogram sa baba, yun nga lang, yung kilogram class is mawawala kasi ng tuluyan. Na bakit po? Yung resulting value kasi dito, kilogram yung unit. Kilogram divided by kilogram, cancel na yun. Now, resulting is 1. Matitira? Matitira? Meters. Saan kasi kuha kasi yung ating total correction? Due to pull? Pakicompute po? That is just 0. Or positive 0.01365 meters lang. Picture po.
Lagi po pwedeng measure length of the millimeters.
Depende sa
Depende
question.
per tape.
Oo, depende sa question. Pero pag ganyan klaseng case, since hindi naman sinabi per tape length, kukunin mo yung total or kabuwang correction due to a certain correction formula. Okay lang? Now, so let's proceed, class. Ano next, class? Determine the correction due to weight of tape. Class, iba kasi yung sinabi. Due to weight of tape yung sinabi, right? Hindi in-specify kung ano. No? Class, pero class, yung due to weight of tape, that is only merely due to sag pa rin yan. Bakit nagkakaroon ng sag? It's because sa weight mismo ng ating tape throughout its length. Tama? So, huwag kasi malito class, no? Now, ano kasi yung formula dyan? Q squared times LQ over 24 V squared. Mas maganda kasi kapag na-memorize na natin yan. So, yan kasi yung ating formula. Now, simulan. This is class to total correction class due to sum. Now, ano kasi yung sabi? Ay, una class, ilalagay mo natin class yung linear weight. Linear weight is just basically 0.05 kilogram per meters, which is E square yan. Now, paano kasi i-apply yan, class? Sinabi kasi, yung ating yan, 458.65 meters. At pangalawa, sinabi na yung ating tape is supported only at end points. So meaning, kung meron ka kasi 15 meters kas na tape, no, for every 50 meters kas may nagsusuporta. Tama? Now, yung 458.65 kasi hindi yan kasi divisible by 50 completely. Pero, kapag isip pa rin po yung 8.65, pwede. Right? So, paano yan, sir? Yan kas. Yung ating length dyan is 50 meters. Gawin kayo kasi per tape length. Kasi sinabi kasi supported at end points. So, 50 meter cube times 9. Kasi nga, ilang 50 plus na 450? 9 na po basically. Over 24 times 8 kilogram raised to 2. Yung nga lang kasi, hindi pa yan kasi yung complete total correction due to sag. Kailangan pa kasi i-add yung papansin ka sa value, di ba? Yung 8.65. Hindi, somehow, similar lang kasi yung way natin. Yung nga lang, may iba lang kasi is yung length natin, which is 8.65 cube na yan. Then, over 24 times square ng 8 kilograms. Yan kasi magiging total correction due to sag. Total correction due to sag lang. Akalama? Nasaan kasi ko kasi total correction due to sag? Kasi parang ganyan lang kasi ba? Ito 50. Di ba ito 50? Ito 50. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then may maliit. Parang ano lang. Yan kasi yung 8.65 meters. No? Kasi dalawa lang at endpoints lang kasi yung pagsusuka. Eh di what if kasi meron kang partner? Sukat mo na. Move ka na naman. Move ka na naman. Hanggang sa maliit lang. No? Parang ganun lang. I-move ko lang kasi ang i-move yung tape. Baka lang? Na meron kas cases, hindi. Hindi kasi, yung 9 kasi, multiplier siya. Ito kasi, kung dito lang kasi pagbabasihan mo, yan yung correction due to sa per tapelet lang. Yun nga lang, ilang 50-meter tapelet, siyam yun. Tama? Total, kasi ihanap natin yung kabuuan. Then since parang may butal, no? Kailangan din ilagdag, which is separate siya. Pwede naman kasi pag-measure kapag ano lang, di ba? Kahit parang halos para kayo mag-face-to-face na kayo ng partner mo. Okay lang ba? Saan kasi equal yung ating correction? Total correction due to sample, no? Saan kasi equal? Positive or yes, 1.83211 meters. Okay lang? Picture po. Okay na? Then last class, sinabi na ka sa last, no? Which is, compute the true length of measured line AB due to the combined effects of tension or pull, sag, and temperature. Now, class, we can already, hindi pala. Para kas makuha kasi yung true length, kailangan natin kas kumpletuhin, masolve yung mga correction. No? Paano, sir? Yung temperature kasi hindi pa nasolve. Kailangan natin kas masolve yun, tama? Wala kasi formula kas for temperature? Yun yung alat, di ba? No? Tama kas, no? Acid, kas alpha. Kaya sorry kasi, meron pa yan kas TO, no? TO pa yan. Isang O, standard temperature lang po. So we have here, yung formula. Now, simula natin kas, no? C sub P, saan kas equal? Yung alpha, saan po equal? 0 point, sinabi na. 0.000116 per degree Celsius. Times yung L, paano kas yung L? Pwedeng 458.65 meters. Or pwede yung gas kunin yung correction per tapelet. Di nga lang, anong sabi ko? I-multiply mo pa rin gas ng ganitong klaseng fraction. Tama? Yung total measured length over yung length ng tape pa rin. Tama? Bakit sir? Kasi class, kukunin mo yung correction kasi per tapelet makukuha mo yung value. Tama? E di, kukunin mo kung ilang tape mabubuo sa isang measured length na binigay. Right? Which is yun kasi i-correct natin. So, times, ano kasi yung ating standard temperature? Ay, yung ating temperature during measurement. Yun yung 80 degrees Celsius minus 20 degrees Celsius. No? As you can see, yung ating temperature during measurement is less than sa standard temperature. Which is, anong mangyayari? Nagkakaroon ng shortening, right? Which is, it will result to a negative value na po. Which is, ano kasi equal? Negative 0.0164 meters. Now, class, pinapahanap true length. Paano kas? Simulan natin. Una, ilalabas natin yung initial value. Kasi yun kasi yung ating i-correct. Kailangan kasi yan, class, apply ng mga fraction. Tama? Now, ano kasi unang scope natin, di ba? Due to pull yun. Which is, since, paano kasi in-apply kasi yung due to pull? Ina-add algebraically. Meaning, sinasama yung sign. Since positive yun, walang effect. Tama? So, plus lang yan. Then, next is due to sub or due to weight ng tape. Now, anong sabi class? Yung value dun class is always positive. As you can see, right? mathematically speaking. Yun nga lang, kapag ina-apply yung due to sum correction, anong ginagawa doon? Sinusubtract yun palagi. No? Which is minus 1.83211 meters. Then lastly, i-apply yung correction due to temperature. Ulit, ina-add algebraically. Tama? So plus times negative 0.01064, which is it will still result to negative, di ba? Kasi nga, positive times negative, negative pa rin yun. Nasaan kasi pa rin true land natin?
456.
That is just 456, ay sorry, bakit na-square yan? That is, wala yan guys. 456.8209 meters lang po. Yan kasi magiging true land. Alin kasi yung mga common factors or main factors bakit nagkakaroon ng lengthening at shortening ng ating plane. Which is, kailangan siyang i-correct. Nakalam? Napicture na? Now, let's try to move forward na po. Let's talk about horizontal curves. Familiar? Now, horizontal curves. Pero, dito class, I'll be discussing only up to reverse curve lang po. No? Knowing this class, yun nga, binigyan na ako sa mali na tayo para sa mag-prepare. Pero ka lang? Pero hopefully ewan ko lang si Sir Francis kasi parang easy yun eh. Ewan ko lang kung makadagdag pa yun. Pero try na horizontal curves. Now, by definition class, bakit nagkakaroon class ng provision ng horizontal curves? It's because provided where two straight lines intersect with each other in a horizontal plane. So parang kasi kapag may mga road kasi parang mag-i-intersect na, anong ginagawa doon? Minsan kasi ang ginagawa doon kasi nagkakaroon ng provision ng horizontal curves. It could be simple curve, it could be compound curve, at it could be reverse curve. At lastly kasi, yan kasi yung mahirap na case which is spiral curve. No? Now, yung kasi yung mga common kasi lumalabas is yung kasi yung simple, compound, at reverse. Yung spiral lahat na lumabas yung kasi dati, 2015 para 2016. So, pero anyways guys, si Sir Daka naman yung examiner. Si Sir Daka kasi freestyle yun eh. Kahit ano lang kasi patripan eh, ilalagay sa exam, di ba? Kaya kasi marami kasi bibiro sa exam eh. Imbes na yung coverage is MSC lang, parang gano'n na. Sinasama niya na kasi pati kasi yung hindi sa kanya. Di ba? Paano sir? Yung pati kahit sa struct, sinasama niya na. No? Sa SPG ka, parang may sinasama din nata siya eh. So, ewan ko lang, bakit parang may galit siya, parang may respeto siya, parang may respeto siya ng exam niya, no? Then, minamali niya pa kasi mga values, no? Sama. Kasi nga, si Sir Kaka is a copy-paste examiner. So, sa book lang siya kasama kukuha. No, mas malala siya kasi ngayong exam, kasi sabi nila kasi, yung mga kinakopy niya sa book, minamali niya ang kaunti. Which is, ganun pa rin yung solution dapat or yung resulting answer. Kaya nga, ewan ko lang, no? Minsan kasi nakakabwisit-isip. Para kasi may sama siya ng loob sa mga taker. Kasi sinasabi nila, kasi sila kasi KJ na examiner. Yung sabi nila. Kasi among the three examiners, siya lang hindi nag-top. Top kasi si Sir Sanyero at si Ma'am Taxi. Kaya kalaban siya ng yung top notchers eh. Mga nag-i mag-top, kalaban nila kasi Sir Daka. Now, let's proceed po. So, pag-usapan natin class una, yung simple curve. Simple curve class, by simple definition class, we have here a basic type horizontal curve that consists of a single arc or curve connecting two straight sections of a road. Tama? Now, so we have here class, yung ating back. Try natin kasi illustrate yung ating simple curve. Baka ba? Familiar? Una, we have here yung back tangent. Pangalawa, ilalagay pa yung ating forward tangent. Then yan kasi magiging curve natin, or simple. Sabi? Consists of a single arc lang po, or curve. And you have here, yung I, yan kasi magiging central angle natin. Tama? Or yan kasi yung angle between yung back tangent or forward tangent. Iba kasi tinatawag pa rin yan kasi central angle. Bakit central angle, sir? Mamaya kasi makikita nyo. Ito, PC, which is point of curvature. At ito kasi yung PT, which is point of tangency. At yung PI, or tinatawag kasi vertex, PI is point of intersection na po. Now, bubuo na rin kasi yung ating simple curve, which is we have here, from center, patungo sa curve straight. Yan kasi yung radius, right? That is a certain distance po. Tama? Sa circle kasi ba, mula sa gitna, patungo straight, patungo sa circumference or on the circle is tinatawag yung radius. Next po, we have here tangent distance, which is either PC to PI or PI to PT. Now, ito kasi yung ating magiging long chord. Straight, horizontal distance or straight distance from PC to straight line from PC to PT. PC to PT. Now, we have here a line bisecting itong ating long chord, which is yung line from PI to center. Which is, since yung C, yan kasi yung long chord, yan yung PC to PT. Sinabi ko kasi bisect, di ba? So meaning, left at right, it will result to a C over 2 value. Tama? Now, next, we have E, yan kasi yung external distance. From PI straight patungo midpoint ng curve, yan yung external distance. At from the midpoint of the curve, patungo dito kas, no, kung saan nag-intersect itong line na to, yan kasi yung tinatawag na M, which is middle ordinate lang po. Okay na ba? Now, class, yung ating tangent distance, ay tangent line, that is perpendicular sa ating radius. Right? Which is sama naman kasi ba sa circle? If you would try to make a tangent line, intersecting at a certain point sa circle, then kapag gumawa ka ng radius, pinatama mo sa ating tangent line, it is making an angle of 90 degrees po. Okay na ba? Ang last ni Gas, ito pa, ay ito last, is a 90 degree angle radius. Okay lang ba? Yan yung kasi yung kailangan nyo kasi tatandaan for simple curve. Now, in case makalimutan nyo kasi yung mga formulas, as long as alam nyo kasi paano buuin yung figure, you will, masusong nyo pa rin kasi problem. Kasi pwede nyo i-derive yung formula. Okay na ba? Now, pwede mo guys, this is I over 2, I over 2. Ano sabi ko sa kanina? Di ba binabisect? Since similar sila class ng distance dito, meaning it will correspond to same central angle. Now, actually class, this is central angle. Di ba? Ano kasi central angle? Yan yung angle between two radii. Tama? Which is, in kabuuan, this is I. Ito kasi yung malaking central angle po. Take note. Again, that is just a letter designation. So, huwag na magtakaw sa ganyang klaseng variable po natin. Okay lang. Now, again, yan lang kasi yung binibigay kas na letter dinidesignate kas na variable for central angle lang po. Okay lang ba? Now, okay lang? That is a central angle value. Okay lang? Now, R is for radius, T is for tangent distance, M is for middle ordinate, E is external distance, yung kasi sabi kanina, I is central angle lang. Okay lang ba? Now, C is for long chord, PC is point of curvature, PT is point of tangency, PI is point of intersection. Now, last class ipapakita kasi ito is yan kasi yung tinatawag na deflection angle. Now, what if class, kukulan yung deflection angle sa midpoint ng curve natin. Diyan sa point A. Ano ba sir yung deflection? Yung deflection angle, yan kasi yung angle between sa tangent line passing through PC at yung line passing PC to a certain point sa curve. Which is yung ating kino-consider class na point dito is just point A. Yan kasi magiging deflection angle class. Which is equal yan class sa I over 4 para dito. Now, it's because class deflection angle is always kalahati ng central angle. Again, ito class, pwede mo tawagin ka central angle. Tama? Anong sinabi ko by definition? Central angle is just the angle between two radii. No? This is just I over 4 lang yan. Actually, kasi we can prove gas bakit naging I over 4 yan. Na paano ba, sir? Dito kas, no? Mabilisan na. Natin yun. Ito, gagawa na kasi yung triangle natin. Baka na ba? Now, di ba kas? This is already theta. Tama? Kukuha dito kas, no? This is theta. Now, this is 90-degree angle. Meaning they are complementary. So meaning, itong angle dito is already 90 minus theta. Tama? Now, ito, R. Ito rin class is R. Diba? Ano sabi ko? From the center ng ating curve, patungo straight sa ating curve, at is radius. Now, this triangle is an isosceles triangle. Ano kasi kapag isosceles triangle? Two angles or two sides are equal po. So meaning, if we have here side delta R, no? Meaning kasi yung mga ng opening angle ay pareho pong equal, which is also 90 minus theta. Tama? Ito ay over 2 lang po yan. Tama? Now, ano kasi yung sum ng interior angle ng isang triangle? 180. Diba? 2 times 90 minus theta plus I over 2 is just equal to 180 degrees. Now, 2 times 90, it will result to 180 degrees. Tama? 2 times negative theta is just 2 theta. Negative 2 theta. Plus I over 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Now, as you can see, mabubura yung 180 sa kaliwa at sa kanan. Tama? Now, transposing 2 theta, it will result to 2 theta, di ba? I over 2. Saan kasi equal yung theta? Theta kasi yung kailangan natin. I-divide ko yung 2 both sides, yung theta, it will just result merely to I over 4. Yan kasi yung deflection angle kapag yung midpoint na kinoconsider ay kapag yung point na kinoconsider is yung midpoint ng curve po natin. Pero, nevertheless class, deflection angle is just always kalahati ang kasang central angle. Kahit dito pa yung class, dito, kahit ganyan makaskalit yung central angle mo, kung ano yung central angle mo doon, kalahati lang po doon, yan kasi yung deflection angle at a certain or particular point. Ano ba? Now, let's proceed po. Now, para mas ma-appreciate, atin class mag-solve ng problem. Baka na ba? Doon tayo kas gagawa ng mga formulas. Para in case makalimutan, alam niyo pa rin paano solve. Picture po. Now, yan kasi yung ating problem. The tangents of a simple curve have bearings of n 20 degrees 30 minutes east and n 58 degrees 50 minutes east. Now, if the external distance is to be 11.5 meters, determine the following. Yung radius, middle ordinate, at tangent distance. Paano ba yan sir pinaplat? Class, as you can see class, merong binigay ka sa bearings. No? Now, mapapansin nyo kas, unang sinulat kas yung cardinal direction ng north. Tama? Kapag ganyan kas, unang nasulat kas yung north or yung south, yung ating angle or bearing angle, magpupulo yung from north or from south. It will move either counterclockwise or clockwise po. Tama? Now, simulan guys. So we have here kas compass rose, no? Which is, meron tayong makita ang cardinal directions. Anong sabi? Una, ay paano ba kas pinaplat? Ganun lang kas, kapag ganun klaseng problem, una niyong ipaplat kas kung ano yung unang sinabi. Right? Which is, in particular kas yung sinabi naman is 20 degrees 30 minutes. Right? North, 20 degrees 30 minutes east. Tama? Now, next, so we have here class another compass rose class, no? Ano kasi yung ating bearing na isa? North, 50 degrees, then 58 degrees, 50 minutes. Now, pansin nyo kas, itong north-south line dito at north-south line dito, they are parallels. Now, by theory, When parallel lines cut by a transversal line, yung corresponding angle are congruent or equal. So meaning, if this is 20 degrees, 30 minutes, yung angle po doon is still 20 degrees, 30 minutes. Now, we need to get yung I. Tama? Yung angle between sa ating dalawang tangent line or tangent distance. No? Which is, paano kasunin? Napakasimple lang. Di ba pagitan lang? Ito kasi 58 degrees, 50 minutes yung kabuuan. Ito, 20 degrees, 30 minutes. E paano kunin? E de, i-deduct mo lang. Tama? It will result to, saan kasi equal? Alam mo ba paano ko sa calculus? So saan kasi equal? Tingin nyo. Yan kasi yung I, 38 degrees, 20 minutes. Yan kasi yung, ano kasi yung way ng, ay madali ang pag-deduct. Degrees to degrees, ibawas, then minutes to minutes po. Okay na ba? Yan kasi yung ating resulting I. Now, we have here point PC, dyan sa simula, then we have here point PI, or line as vertex. At lastly, we have point PP. Now, from there, mabubuo natin class yung ating curve, which is, since yung PI class andito sa top, paano kasi ginagawa yung curve? Yung curve is always concave away sa PI. Tama? Ganyan po. Now, buo natin kasi ating simple curve. Yan kasi magiging simple curve, di ba? Gaya kasi pinakita ko kanina, yan yung gawin yung point O, center ng curve. Ito kasi I over 2 yan, ito I over 2. It's because this line bisects, no, this central angle. Okay lang? Ito R, tama? Yan, iba kasi yung R, yan kasi yung line. Yan yung straight line from center ng curve papunta sa curve natin, straightly. Then, R din dito pa sa kanan. Now, ano kasi next? Ano sabi ko? Yung PI patungo sa ating center ng curve is E or external distance. At yung yung galing sa gitna ng ating curve patungo dito sa intersection times of right triangle. Yun yung maliit at yun yung malaki. Paano maliit, sir? Itong maliit na right triangle at itong malaking right triangle. Diyan na pas nagmumula yung idea ng derivation ng formula. Now, paano kas yung radius? Simple lang. We will make use yung external distance sa binigay. Pwede rin. Tama? Now, kapag kinonsider mo yung external distance sa binigay, you will be considering yung pinakamalaking right triangle. Do you agree? Eh, paano po nun yun? Simple lang. Ito, may angle tayo. May right triangle. Ito maging adjacent side. Tama? Yung side opposite, always, yung side opposite, sa 90 degree angle, yun yung hypotenuse, yun yung pinakamahabang side. Ano kasi pwedeng kunin? Anong pwedeng gamitin? Yun yung cosine. Tama? Kasi, we don't have tangent distance. Tama? Kapag ipipilit mo yung tangent distance, dadami lang yung mga unknown na parameter. Tama? Kaya kasi, pinakamagandang gamitin is cosine. Cosine ng angle, no, is equal to adjacent side, which is yung R, over yung hypotenuse, which is yung summation ng kas ng radius at yung external distance. Tama? Eh yung I, meron na ba? Meron na. Tama? Eh yung E, meron ba? Meron. Di ba binigay sa problem? Which is 11.5 meters. Eh substitution na lang. Di ba? Ano mangyari, class? Yung resulting tanging isa na lang po, which is yan kasi yung radius. Nasaan kasi po yung radius? Sa equal? You can use class shift solve po, or you can do further simplification lang. $195.96 meters. So again, class, you can make use class of that formula for radius. No? Pwede rin yung isa class. Meron ba kasi isang formula class? Yung pangalawang tinatanong class is mid or length. Yan ang class yung M. Eh, paano class ko rin yung M? You can consider yung small right triangle. Pwede? Kasi nga, meron tayong radius na. At yung central angle kanina pa, at yung I na value, yung I na angle is kanina pa. So pwede, cosine ng I over 2 is equal to, ano mas maging adjacent? Yun yung R minus M. Ano sabi ko? Hypotenuse is always side, kasi yung side opposite ng ating 90-degree angle. So yung radius this time will become hypotenuse. Tama? So it will be R minus M over R lang. Eh yung R nakuha na, di ba? Eh yung I kanina pa. So we can already do substitution. Eh saan kasi equal yung ating M? Saan yan equal? Hopefully, once you get sa M, which is equal to 10.86 meters. Same lang ba? Sana same lang, no? Which is sama kasi yung kanyang value is reasonable naman. Kasi nga, yung ating external distance is 11.5 meters. Yung kanilang mga value kasi magkakalapit lang yan eh. Akala, nakuha ba? 10.86 meters? Actually guys, if meron tong multiple choice or options, pwede yung gamitin guys ng shift solve. Then pwede yung guys gamitin yung option, right? Which is you can put that one as an initial value. Kasi guys mahirap kapag diretso ka lang, shift solve. Ano mangyari? Masyadong matagal yung kanyang pag-process. Right? Knowing yung calculator ginagamit yung mostly is Canon. Pero unlikely kapag Casio, mas mabilis naman. No? Baka lang? Ano ba kasi ginagamit yung Canon na ba? Kung sana kasi Canon na kasi ginagamit niya para masanay na kayo, no? Pero syempre, naiintindihan ka ba kasi yung karamihan? Maganda din kasi yung Casio, di ba? Syempre, anong goal natin? Paramihan ng tamang sagot, di ba? Paramihan ng sagot. Hindi Casio kasi minsan ginagamit pag college. Pero syempre, kapag nasa board exam ka na, ina-advise na kayong Canon. Okay lang? So another adjustment naman. Now next, we have here tangent distance. Dalawa kasi yung tangent distance, yan yung distance or line from PC to PI or PI to PP. Which is yan kasi yung dalawang yan. Yan yung T natin. Eh paano kasi kukunin kasi yung T? Nga simple lang. We can make use of the bigger triangle. Tama? Kasi nga, mas tanging yung malaking right triangle lang po ang mayroong T. Tama? Paano kasi yung kunin? Nasimple lang. Di ba meron tayong R? Eh yung I kanina pa. Yung T plus magiging ano, di ba? So, ano kasi yung gagamitin natin yung trigo function? Given na may opposite at may adjacent? Tangent po, no? Which is, tangent ng I over 2 is just equal to opposite side na T over adjacent side R. Okay lang ba? Which is kasi naman kasi yung formula kasi for tangent distance, di ba? Familiar kayo? Kasi yung T is just equal to R times tan over I over 2. Tama? Actually, kasi kung alam nyo kasi yung formula, pwede yung kasi masolve kasi directly. Yun nga lang, ang ginawa din kasi is nirecall namin kung saan ba kasi nanggaling or para makunin yung mga parameters na ano, baka naman? Yung I, 38 degrees 20 minutes. Yung R is 195.96 meters. So substitution po, saan kasi po yung T natin? 68.11 meters. Ito ba yung buwa? 68.11 meters lang. Now, picture po. Then let's proceed, guys. Next. Mana? Now, gusto ko lang kasi dagdag class yung mga formula kasi for simple curve. Okay lang ba? So, for additional formulas for simple curve, we have here 2R sine I over 2. No? Actually guys, this formula pwede yung kasi gamitin rin sa mga ibang curve. Right? Now, Which is, saan ba yan, sir, kung kinuha, sir? Galing yan ng cast dito, sa right triangle na to. Ito point PC, ito O, right? Yan cast 90 degree, angle natin. Ito C over 2, that is I over 2, ito kasi is R. Tama? Yan kasi yung right triangle cast na maliit po. Tama? Now, sine, sinabi ka, sine I over 2 is just equal to C over 2 over yung R. Now, kapag simplify mo yung class, which is I will lead to you na kasi simplification, it will resolve this formula. Now, additionally class, meron pa kasi formula ginagamit. Length of curve. Right? Which is, yan lang kasi yung ating formula. Ri times pi over 180 degrees. Familiar class? Kasi yung ating figure kasi is actually para siyang sector. Tama? Which is, kailangan ng radius, kailangan mo ng included angle, yan yung I, or center angle, times pi over 180. Kasi nga po, yung angle dapat in radian mode. Di ba? Kaya nga, kino-convert siya using a multiplier of pi over 180. And next, you can solve degree of curve class. Minsan kasi pinapahanap yung degree of curve. Yes, minsan po kasi pinapahanap yung degree of curve, which is, pwede yan class kunin using arc basis. Now, class, tandaan class, no? Kapag hindi sinabi sa problem kung anong basis yung gagamitin, please use yung arc basis. Which is yun naman kasi mas tama. Kasi yung arc is somehow similar sa curve. Unlike kasi yung chord basis. Yung arc basis kasi yung kino-consider dito is a 20 meter length na arc. Sa chord basis naman kabaliktaran, yung chord mismo is in 20 meter length. Na paano ba sir nakuha sir yung arc basis? Familiar ba? Pinag-relate naman yung arc, kasi yung arc natin. Tama? Ano kasi yung arc basis? You are considering 20 meter na arc. Ito kasi yung D natin. Now, ano sabi ko? Yung ating sector, pinag-relate lang sa circle. Now, sa buong circle class, alam naman natin, yung kanyang circumference is just 2 pi r. Tama? Sa isang revolution, ilang degrees yun? 360 degrees. And yung sabi ko kanina, pinag-relate lamang para makuha yung formula. Paano? D over 20. Pwede ka dyan. Right? Is equal to, is just 360 over 2 pi r. Now, try to compute guys. 20 times 360 over 2 pi. Diba? Saying lang 1,145,916 over yung radius mismo. Now, if gusto mo kasi yung chord basis, yung arc mo class, no, ganyan lang, kino-consider yung class ng 20 meters na chord distance. Ito class R2, ito R2. Tama? Meron ka certain angle dito kasi ito kasi yung D over 2, ito D over 2. Ito magiging 10 to, right? Ito, by perpendicularity, that is 90 degrees. Ano? Sine, ng D over 2 is equal to 10 over UR. Kapag sinimplify mo yung class, equal na yung class dito. 2 sine or 2 arc sine ng 10 over yung R po. Ano ba? Diyan lang kasanggaling yung class actually. Now, again po, kapag hindi sinabi, please use arc basis. Tama lang? Now, picture po. Okay na? So, let's proceed. Next naman kasi is compound curve. Now, basically, compound curve is just formed by combining two or more simple curves in the same direction. Di ba? Yan kasi yung common, which is ganito yun. Na kasi, i-illustrate natin kasi yung compound curve. Ito kasi yung PC natin, yan yung PI. Just listen mo na, yan kasi yung ating PT. Now, we have a line connecting PC to PI, yan yung back tangent. a line connecting PI to PT, yan yung forward tangent. Now, we can already, pwede kasi ito kasi we have here a point PCC. Point of, ano ibig sabihin PCC? Point of compound curve. Tama? Hindi ka mo nakalimutan Naisip ko din, paano PCC? Mental block ako. Now, tama, point of compound curve. Di ba? Ganun kasi strategy. Kailangan mo na kasi patagalin mo, no? Pero never mind, no? Just kidding, no? Next, so we have here class yung ating first curve. Ano sabi class? Formed by combining two or more simple curves in the same direction. Yan yung first curve. Yan yung second curve. Now, next, we have here class yung given class we have two curves. Usually, they have different radii. Tama? Then, correspondingly, they have different central angle. Alam ba? Now, we have here common tangent. Wait, meron yan. Meron yan kas A dito. Alam ba siya? Now, so we have here kas common tangent. Actually, is AB. A to B yan. Intersecting at PCC. Now, same class sa simple curve. Di ba kasi kung ano yung angle dito, ganon din yung maging angle dito, right? Tama? That is also I1. Now, if ito is I2, dito is I2 rin yan. Tama? Now, so we have here class, tangent distance for the first curve. Tama? Then next go for the second curve, we have tangent distance for the second curve. Now, AB, yan kasi yung common tangent. Iwan ko lang saan yung A. Baka lalabas na yan, no? Lagay ko yan kasi common tangent gas is just T1 plus T2. Now, PCC, dyan pa na kasi, no? Tama nga na. Point of compound curve. Di ba? Tama nga. Next, T1 is tangent distance of the first curve. T2 is for the second curve. Now, I1 is central angle for first curve. I2 is central angle of the second curve. And next, we have R1 for first curve, R2 for second curve. Di ba? Nandun lang yung A, di ba? Nandun lang yung A. Lang yung A yan, Masyadong pakipot, Ngayon ba lumabas? Now, yan kasi dapat yung kasandaan for compound curve. Okay lang ba? Parang pinapahiya na yung letter A, Now, teacher po. Of course, mas ma-appreciate nyo kasi kapag bigyan natin ng sample problem. Okay na ba? Again, please try to familiarize kasi paano siya kasi in-illustrate. Kasi from illustration, alam mo kasi paano siya isolve, right? Then, i-apply mo lang yung mga ideas mo kasi or mga nalaman mo kasi for trigonometry and for geometry. Okay na ba? Now, so we have here kasi yung ating data for a compound curve, which is I1, D1, I2, D2. Ano kasi yung D? Uy, ano yung D? Diba? Anong degree of saturation? Degree of curve, no? Diba yung degree of saturation, no? I kasi mga student tatawag natin. Now, given that the stationing of the vertex is 8 plus 760, determine the station of PC, PCC, at PT na po. Alam? Now, mahaba ito kasi ng kaunti. Alam? Sisolve pa rin natin. Now, so solution class, we have here yung data. Yan kasi magiging compound curve natin. Now, paano ba yung kasimulan? Class, yung vertex po, wala sa illustration. Wala ba? Saan kasi makita kasi yung vertex? Sa? Yun yung sa PI. Tama, yun kasi yung sa PI. Yung vertex is always, yan yung intersection ng ating dalawang tangent line. Right? Tama? Which is yan kasi yung PI natin. Meron siyang station 8 plus 760. Paano mo kasi kunin kasi yung station sa PC? Simple lang. Kailangan mo lang kasi kunin yung distance from A to B or A to PI at yung distance from A to PC. Tama? So meaning yung station dito kasi kailangan mo lang kasi umatras to a certain distance. Tama? Now, ganun kasi yung station kasi kapag horizontal curve, right? You are considering yung plane area. Unlikely kapag vertical curve, iba naman yun. Which is pag-uusapan natin yung mamaya. Ano ba? Now, Paano kaskunin kasi yung ating A to B? Una, kailangan natin kaskunin yung ating radius. Na bakit po, sir? It's because kailangan natin kaskunin yung T1 at T2. Kasi mamaya, we will be considering this bigger triangle. This iskalim triangle. Ano kasi iskalim? Yun yung triangle na walang size na mag-equal. Tama? No size are equal po. So, now, R1, anong sabi class? Kapag hindi binanggit, use R traces, right? Given na may degree yung curve. Saan yung kasi equal? R1? Same ba tayo? 200? 229.18 meters. Now, kunin kasi yung R2. Yung R2 is 1145.916 over 63. Ay, sorry. Nasunod na. Walang degree yan. Walang degree yan.
190.
Actually, yung 1145.916 combination ng meter and degree yan. Actually, wala yan degree. I'm sorry. Saan kasi kwan? R2? 190.99 meters. Now, kunin kasi yung tangent distance. Saan kasi kwan yung tangent distance? Kung na-recall nyo, R times tan I over 2. Tama? Kaya kasi yung formula. Now, saan nyo kasi kwan for tan 1? Ay, yes, tangent distance 1. Sige, pakisubo. Sino mabilis magkaldek? Same ba? 83.41 meters. Iba lang kasi kapag T2, mayroon tayong radius, meron tayong central angle 20 degrees. Saan kasi equal? $33.68 meters. Nabanyo ka sa pag-solve ka sa ganitong klase mong problem ka sa curves, kailangan na kasi matindi kasi yung pag-i-imagine nyo kasi or yung fundamental nyo kasi sa trigonometry at sa geometry po, no? Kasi actually marami siyang pamamaraan, yun nga lang, ito kasi yung pinakita ko yung sa akin. Ano ba?
Yes po.
Now, ano next? Meron tayong T1, meron tayong T2. We can already consider this triangle. Tama? Okay na ba? Itong triangle ito kasi, dito ko na yung kasi kinuha. Which is we have PI or V, we have point B, we have point A. Now, yung common tangent class AB is just makukuha using by adding T1 at T2. Plus, kapag i-add mo yung T1 at T2, it will result to 117.09 degrees. Which is you can check. Now, ano kasi mga angle kasi makikita? Yung I1, 40 degrees. Which is yan kasi yung I1 natin. Tama? I2 is 20 degrees. Hopefully kasi na-imagine na 20 degrees yan. Ano kasi yung sum ng interior angle ng triangle? 180. Yung 180 po, babawasan nyo lang kasi ng 60, 120 degrees. Ano kasi pwedeng gamitin nila? Diba? Kailangan natin yung VA or AV.
Yes.
Diba kapag oblique triangle, dalawa pamamaraan yun. Pwede sine law, pwede cosine law. Yun nga lang, hindi siya pwede cosine law. Bakit po, sir? Because kailangan din class dalawang present na side length. Yun nga lang, yung meron tayo is isa lang. So pwede sine law. You're using sine law, so we have here AB over sine 20 degrees. Diba kasi yung sine law, ratio lang yan ang sine length at yung kanyang sine ng kanyang opposite angle. Isa kasi equal. We can make use of this side AB at yung 120 degree angle. So, 117.909 meters over sine 120 degrees. Saan kasi mag-equate yung AB? 46.24 meters. Plus, meron na tayong AB. Yung T1, kanina pa yan na-solve. Now, paano kasi gagawin yan? Diba, station sa PC is obviously nasa kaliwa ng PI. Before ka pa mag-PI, dadaan ko naman ng PC. Tama? Paano pupunta from PI to PC? Kailangan mo magbawas. Okay ba? Parang, so station sa vertex, bawasan ng AB, bawasan ng yun yung T1. Kasi ito kasi yung stationing class kapag SI unit, right? Itong tatlong pa nito is in terms of meters, ay in 100 meters. Ito dito is in kilometers. Tanda na? Kaya kapag English unit class, I guess ang ginagamit yun is 100 feet. In 100 feet ata eh. No? Now, saan kasi equal yung station sa PC? 8 plus 630.35. Agad kas nagkakatulong yan ka sa imagination ko. No? Gets lang? Baka na po? Agad class, kapag horizontal curves class, it is considering yung along sa plane area natin. Now, next is determine the station of PCC. Now, paano yung class kunin? Kasi simple lang. Di ba may station na tayo sa PC? Eh, paano kas pupunta ka sa PCC? You will be getting yung length ng curve sa first curve. Right? Tama? Now, so along plane area ha. Now, gas length of curve is just Ri times pi over 180 degrees. Tama? Now, yung R natin class for first curve is just simply 2 to 9.18 meters. Yung I1, kanina pa binigay. Then, ano kasi gagawin next? It is simply substitution na. Tama? Yan kasi yung resulting LC1. Saan kasi ko ng LC1? Same ba? 159.998 meters. Parang?
Yes, sir.
Now, yan kasing LC1. E paano kasi ko na yung station sa PCC? Kailangan mo lang kasi add. So, station sa PCC is just equal to station ng PC plus LC1. Tama? So, from PC, mag-move ka lang kas along sa curve patungo sa PCC. Tama? Now, then, so yan kas resulta ng ating PCC. Saan po yan kas equal? Plus 790.348. No? Plus, if you are getting the station class, yung station class sa PC, PCC at PT class, along this curve, please consider yung distance along the curve. Huwag mo sabihin class, dadaan ka pa dito. No? Hindi po. Along sa curve yung class yung pag-move. Okay lang? Sa? Sa B. Di ba meron ka ng vertex? Hindi kunin mo lang dito. Diyan lang. Di ba gaya yung ginawa natin kanina? Dito lang. Pero kasi, natayo ka, say kasi meron kong station sa PC. Kapag gusto mo ka sa PCC or sa PT, kailangan ka kasi dumaan sa curve natin. Huwag mo na kasi pag-aanin sa mga tangent distance. Hindi kasi ganun kasi yung pagkuha, no? Sa station. Which is tama naman kasi. Di ba kasi sa daanan, pamilya ka sa daan, di ba daan yan? We have here line, kinonect ka ng isang curve. E paano kasi pa yung station? Baka kapag nakapansin kayo kasi daan, di ba may mga stationing, minsan yung daan, yung station na yun is along sa curve. Or along sa daan. Hindi yun kasi along sa tangent distance na parang ganun lang. Di ba? Along sa curve lang yun. No? Okay lang? Now next, determine the station of, this is PT I guess. PT yan eh. O tama, PT yan. PT yan. Sorry, naka-paste na, no? PT yan po. So we have here, R2 is 190.99 meters. So substitution ng as kasi na yung I2 is 20 degrees. Tama? So substitution na po. Yan kasi magiging length ng second curve. Now, saan kasi equal yan? Equal lang yan sa 66.668 liters. Diba? Nakitip ako kasi yata. Pero hindi pwede kasi wall ko, no? Now, paano kasi apply ka kas? Ano? PT yan eh. Sorry, PT. Stationing yan sa PT, so. Now, that is just, diba? That is the station yan sa PT is equal to station sa PCC plus LC2. Plus, nakuha na natin yung station sa PCC, tama? Then LC2, meron na. So pwede lang direct substitution. Yan plus yung resulting station sa PT, hindi yan PCC. Saan kasi pa yung station sa PT? 8 plus 857, 0.016 lang po. Ako na ba? Guys, i-correct nyo lang kasi PT yan ha. Sorry. PT yun. At dito mas, point PT yan ha. Point PT yan eh. Hindi ko nasama mag-screenshot ha. Ay, ano? Hindi ko ako. Grabe, ang galing mo mag-drawing ah. React lang yan. React lang yan. Sa kanan yan, sa tablet. Sabi ko parang, ang straight ah. Parang nangihiya ako. Next. Now, last horizontal curve, pag-usapan natin class is yung reverse curve. Alam? Now, reverse curve, by simple definition class, it is just composed of two or more simple curves turning in opposite directions. Tama? Familiar ba guys? This curve has a common tangent and the point where the curve is reversed in its direction is called as point of reverse curvature. Ako na? Now, example of reverse curve. We have here class from here. Yan class yung reverse curve for non-parallel tangents. At saan yung non-parallel tangents yan? Ito lang, di ba? Ito yun. At yan yun. Ako na ba? That is reverse curve for non-parallel tangents. Now, yung isang case class is, pwede kasi yan class mag-parallel yung kanilang tangents. Tama? So yan class maging reverse curve for parallel tangents. And as you can see, yung kanilang mga radius is hindi equal. Huwag yung gawin. That is unequal radii. Pero, it could be equal radii. Okay ba? Nadaan ka, so merong cases class na pwede sila kasi hindi mag-equal. Pwede rin sila kas, pero din cases na pwede rin sila kas mag-equal po. Actually po, 4 types class yung reverse curve dyan kasi pwedeng lumabas ka sa problem. No? Pwede kas unequal or equal radii for non-parallel tangents. Pwede rin unequal or equal radii for parallel tangents.
Parallel tangent. Saan po yung
di ba sabi guys, yung reverse curve, meron siyang common tangent. Ito yung common tangent. Tatlo kasi yung tangent kapag reverse curve. Isa, dalawa. Ito kasi natin magiging vertical curve. Right? Oh, perfect, no? Parang yun, parang nanginis lang. Grabe ka, sir. Kaya nga, miss, ayaw ko nagagawa na susunod. Gusto ko talaga nagpa-PowerPoint ko. Right? Kasi nakakapagod din magsulat, no? Pero nevertheless, kailangan natin ma-illustrate to. Alam ba? Now, yung length ng parabolic curve, which is N, is the horizontal distance between BC and BT. Nadaan class, yung alam kasi natin class for horizontal curve, yung length ng curve is mismo along the curve. Pero pagdating sa vertical curve, yung length ng parabolic curve or vertical curve, yan class yung horizontal distance from BC to PT. Tanda na, kaya kasi iba kasi nagkakamali. Nagkakaroon kasi ng misconception class about vertical curve at horizontal curve. Now, PI, again class, PI is midway between PC and PT. That is for symmetrical curve actually. Now again, PI is midway PC and PT. Right? Now, kapag midway yan, kasi ano mangyari? Ito L, di ba? Ito, L over 2. Ito rin, L over 2. Perfect, no? Huwag na kayo mareklamo, no? Yan na lang. Alam? Masaras. Ewan ko, no? Sinaras, no? L over 2 lang, gas. L over 2 lang yan. But just try to imagine na ito. Now, yung distance dito, no? Gagawa na kasing line from PC to PT. Now, from PI to midpoint ng curve, that is, dinodot niya kasi H. Which is, ito kasi is also H pa rin yan. Tama? Now, ano kasi yung formula sa H? H is just actually equal to L over 8 times G1 plus G2. Now, class, kapag ginagamit ito sa formula, hindi po sinasama yung sign ng gradient. Tandaan na, kapag ginagamit itong formula to, hindi po sinasama yung sign. Tandaan, yan kasi yung formula for H. E paano kasi kinukuha yung H? Na simple lang. I-extend natin ito class dito. Okay ba? Which is, as you can see, makakabuo tayo class ng dalawang similar triangles. Ito class, i-proof project ko ito class dito. Tama? Di ba ito G1 to? Ito class, G1 pa rin to. Do you agree? No? Considering same line lang yan. Right? In-extend ko lang. Now, ito L over 2, tama? L over 2 to. E paano kasi kunin to? This is just G1 times L over 2. Sir, bakit G1 times L over 2 lang yan? Di ba yung G1 ang sabi ko, slope yan? G1 is just equal to rise over run na L over 2. E paano kasi kunin yung Y? E di cross multiply lang. L over 2 times G1. Tama? Now, ano ang next class gagawin? Ito, this is also G2. Huwag isama kasi yung sign ha. We're only considering kasi yung value na po or magnitude na po, hindi kasi yung sign. Because sign only indicates direction. Kaya huwag kayo kasi mag-ala. This is G2 times L over 2. Tama? Now, we will be relating class to similar triangles. Tama? Itong maliit na triangle na to at itong malaking triangle na to. Bakit ba? It is just H plus H is ratio and proportion, di ba? 2H over L over 2. Tama? Kasama mas equal. Yung 2H, it relates with sine. Tama? Which is sum lang yan ng G1 times L over 2, times L over 2 plus G2 times L over 2 over L halves, no? Dalawang L halves, which is L lang yan. Ano ba? Now, ano kasi mangyari dyan? Kapag simplify yan, this is just 2H L over 2 is equal to, di ba may common factor L over 2? It will be G1 plus G2 over L over 2, times L over 2 over L. Tama? Now, mawawala yung L. Now, ano next mangyari guys? Cross multiply. Pwede? Ito 2H to. Ito magiging L over 4. Tama? Times G1 plus G2. Divide both sides by 2 kasi yung kailangan natin is H. It will be H is equal to L over 8 times G1 plus G2. Diyan lang kasi nanggaling kasi yung formula of gas for H. Again class, ginagamit lang kasi itong formula. Pag ginamit itong formula ito, huwag niyong isama yung sign ng gradient. Tandaan na, huwag niyong isama po. Rise. Para siya itong elevation, difference in elevation. Nirepresent ko lang siya as Y. Kasi ito lang as Y, in case nandito kayo. Kasi di ba, gradient, it relates to slope. Yung rise niya is Y, yung run niya is L over 2. Right? Paano kasi kunin yung elevation, yung Y? Hindi cross multiply na ng G1 at yung L over 2. Baka lang? Now, meron pa kasi last class. Di ba, ano sabi class, this is a, hindi lang ito basta vertical curve. This is a parabolic curve. So meaning, we can make use of squared property of parabola. Galing yung class sa formula class na y is equal to kx squared, familiar? Now, ano pa sabi class? Yung offsets from the tangent to the curve at a point are proportional to the squares of the horizontal distances from a point. Eh, paano yung kasi nirepasan? Simple lang. Ito, we have here class reference line. Let's say, we are considering class this point. This is x. Tama? Ito class, we will be considering is as variable y. Now, paano ito mas makakabukas ng formula using squared property ng parabola? Kasi simple lang. It is just y over x squared, di ba? Galing na dito. Eh, saan mo yan kasi i-relate? Ito dito. Tama? It is just, dito pala kasi, dito pala, sorry, h. H over n over 2 squared. Again, you can make use of this formula din. So marami na kayo kasi dapat i-memorize ngayon pa lang, no? Habang buhay na yan. No? Joke lang, pero ang dami kasi nga parabolic naman to, di ba? Baka yung iba kasi hindi nakaka-gets dyan, di ba? Yes lang ba? Squared property lang kasi ng parabola. Again, dalawa na kasi yung formula kasi na kailangan nyo class i-memorize. And lastly, please take the class para sa pagkuha ng stationing sa vertical curves. Ang kino-consider yung class is along the horizontal distance. So if gusto mo yung station dito, dito at dito, kailangan mo yung makuha yung corresponding horizontal distance kapag pinusyon mo dito. Mamaya, ipapakita ko class. No? Paano yung gagawin? Okay lang? Nasimulan natin class para makahabol natin. So, let's try to illustrate kasi yung problem. Now, downgrade means upgrade. Tama? Which is obviously it's a sub-curve. Stationing class niya, kung saan sila nag-meet is 0 plus 100. Then, elevation 100 meters. Mag-iingay sa baba.
Sa kabila.
Sa kabila yan? Parang may sabong. Now, yung length kasi sa parabolic curve is 200 meters long. Now, agadas yung length na yan is tumutuko yan dito ha. Yan yung end. Now, since hindi sinabi ka symmetrical or unsymmetrical, assume symmetrical yung ating vertical curve. Baka lang? Now, simulan. So, we have here class PC. Sinabi kasi class, diba, downgrade. Diba, una in-illustrate is PC. Since downgrade yung sinabi, saan kasi yung PI? Baba ng PC or taas ng PC? Baba ng PC. So, then yung PT class is obviously nasa taas ng PI. Pero hindi siya kasi necessary taas ng PC. Ang sinabi lang kasi, upgrade. Pero, yung kanina ka, sure tayo yung PI is nasa baba ng PC. Kasi di ba after PC is PI? Tama? Pero yung PT class, hindi siya kasi necessary above PI or above PC. Kahit saan dyan class, okay lang. As long as nasa taas yung PT ng PI. Kasi nga, kailangan natin ma-meet yung condition na yung downgrade meets the upgrade. Okay lang ba? Now, next, mabubukas yung ating vertical curve, which is a sub-curve, as you can see. Now, yung PI, meron siyang elevation 102 meters at station 0 plus 100. Now, ano sabi guys? Meron tayong parabolic length ng curve, right, which is 200 meters. Sinabi, kapag hindi sinabi assume symmetrical. 200 yung length, diba? So meaning, kaliwat kanan na distance, from PC to PI is 100. Then from PI to PT is also 100 din yan. Now, anong sinabi ka? Station ng at station elevation ng lowest point. Now, dito na kasi yung magandang reciting part. Kasi, by the book, meron kasi mga corresponding formulas para mahanap yun. Pero kasi, papagaanin natin kasi yung mga task nyo kasi sa pag-memorize ng formula. By only making a grade diagram. Kasi ito kasi yung pinakamadalas. Kailangan nyo nang gumamit ng grade diagram. Makinig kayo ha. Grade diagram. Familiar? Para kang kasi gumamit ng shear diagram. Familiar? Shear diagram at yung para sa moment diagram. Paano yung sir gagawin? Simple lang. Una, gagawa tayo ng horizontal distance from PC to PT. I-project yan. Di ba sinabi grade diagram? Below that line, negative grade. Above that line, positive grade. So, somehow, same convention lang sa shear at moment. Di ba negative yan? So, meaning, sayang kasi project, baba or taas? Baba. So, negative 6%, yan kasi magiging projection niya. Kapag positive 4%, it will be pataas. Now, ano kasi yung gagawin? Para mabuo yung grade diagram, i-connect mo lang yung dulo ng ating grades, which is nasa grade diagram. No? Itong dulo dito at dulo dito, yan class yung magiging grade diagram natin. No? Ito kasi yung pinakamagandang way. And ano? Kung saan nag-zero yung grade, nandun class yung lowest point kapag subcurve, or nandun class yung highest point kapag summit curve. Yun class yung pinakamagandang, pinaka-best pamamaraan. Unlikely yung formula class na magme-memorize pa kayo. Right? Kasi meron yung class formula dyan. Yan lang kasi yung gagawin mo, mahahanap mo kasaan yung lowest point. Okay lang? Or highest point kapag summit curve. Yan kasi yung unang purpose ng grade diagram. No, bakit zero, sir? Bakit sa zero? Ano ulit kasi yung grade? It represents slope. Di ba kapag yung slope zero, yun yung apex or yun yung bottom, right? Minimum or highest point. Tama ba? Sa calculus, di ba? Sa calculus, remember? Sa calculus, ganyan kasi yung graph. Di ba highest point, yung kanyang slope dyan, zero. The lowest point, yung kanyang slope ay zero. Which is, it makes sense na. Kasi dito, zero yung grade, zero yung slope, meaning doon class, obviously located yung kanyang lowest point or highest point kapag summit curve. Now, paano yung mas kunin? Na simple lang. As you can see, you can observe two similar triangles. We can already use ratio and proportion. Now, since we don't know the length here, we can assume value, tama? Now, station yung lowest point of curve. We can assume variable x. Ito, gagawin ko yung 200 minus x. Do you agree? Now, anong sabi class? We have two similar triangles, meaning we can use ratio and proportion. So for ratio and proportion, we can make use of the grade at yung horizontal distance. Now, for ratio and proportion, huwag nyo kasi isama yung sign ng grade. Tama? Because we are only concerned kasi yung sa magnitude lang. So we have here, x is to 0.06 is equal to 200 minus x is to 0.04. Kunin nyo kasi x, x is just equal to, kapag itry nyo kasi x is just equal to 1. Same ba? Same? 100? Same? 120 meters. So meaning, LP pala is 120 meters straight, horizontally straight from PC. Or 80 meters horizontally away from PT. Yan ang station. Paano yan? You can start from station LP, 0 plus 100. So may lakas maisip mo, yung station pala from PC is 0. 0 plus 0, 0, 0. Tama? Kasi 100 to, di ba? Ito 0 plus 100. Ano sabi ko? Yung stationing sa vertical curve is along sa horizontal distance. Anong sabi ko, di ba? No? So, ano kasi dagdag plus? 20 lang. Which is 0 plus 120 lang yan. Yan yung unang purpose ng grade diagram. Di ba? mas madali lang. Unlike kapag mag-memorize pa kahit isang formula, masyado ng hassle.
From PI na list.
Ha?
From PI na list.
From PI? Ano? Parang kinakabahan ako. Parang iba yung ticket mo dito ah. Now, yan ang kasi... Matakin ako sa puso ah. 0 plus 1 din ang class, no? Again, yan ang kasi yung station sa lowest point natin. Which is yung can apply yung mga class sa summit curve. Ganun pa rin. Picture na? Picture na, no? Now, look at... Palagi bang galit sila? Palagi galit. Now, yan kasi ang ating diagram na elevation of the lowest point. Ito na kasi yung pangalawang purpose ng grade diagram. O, di ba? Kailangan nyo lang kasi gamitin kasi yung mga idea ko sa geometry. Ay, paano ba yung class? Di ba yung x1 20 meters? Tama? Now, class, we don't have a formula from PI to LP. Do you agree? Wala. Ano kasi pinakamagandang gawin? Kailangan mo munang pumunta sa kay PC or kay PD. Then bababa ka kay LP. Yung kasi yung pinakamahinam. Kasi walang formula straight doon. Now, anong relation kasi ng grade diagram? Ganyan lang. Diba, kailangan natin kasi pumunta sa PC. Now, magmumula tayo ka sa elevation sa PI. Ano kasi elevation ng PI? 102. Kailangan natin tumaas at certain level para mapunta ka sa PC. Na paano ba yan? Ang simple lang. That is just 0.06 times 100. Di ba? Same lang. Kasi, just kapag in-extract mo yan, di ba right triangle na yan? Ito kasi, 100. Yung grade dito or slope is 6%. Let's say class Y ito. Eh, paano ba sulit? Di ba rise over run lang? 6% or 0.06 is just Y over 100. Y is equal to 100 times 0.06. Ano kasi ba? 0.06 is equals to vertical distance between PC and PT over 100. Horizontal distance. Tama? Yan kasi yung Y natin. E saan kasi equal? Kunin nyo nga. Gano'n yun. Saan yung kasi equal? 108 ba? Same? 108 meters. Now, we already have class yung value ng PC. Eh, sir, paano sir papuntahin sir sa LP? Paano punta sa LP? Nasimple lang class. We will make use ng grade diagram by solving yung area sa grade diagram. Di ba PC yan? Ito LP. Kapag i-project mo yan class dito, ito kasi yung corresponding area. Kunin mo lang yung area, i-deduct mo lang sa station sa PC or DEI, yun na kasi magiging station niya. Yun nga lang, since yung LP nasa baba ng PC, kailangan natin ibawas yung area. It makes sense, right? Pero kapag nasa taas yung point, kailangan natin mag-add ng area diagram. Okay lang? Now, so we have here, 108 plus. Now, actually guys, ito kasi nakakalito to. Plus 1/2 ng triangle. 1/2 ng base 120 times negative 0.66. Pero in case na nito class, actually change na to kasi para to avoid confusion. Now, di ba 108 yan? Ito kasi PC to, di ba? PC. Eh, kailangan mo kasi bumaba patungo sa PT. Which is ito kasi yung corresponding elevation niya. Tama? Now, paano kasi bababa? Kasi ano sabi ko class? Meron siyang projection na area. Tama? 108 yun, di ba? Kailangan mo lang kasi, di ba? Unclick. 108 yun, bawasan mo lang kasi ang area diagram, which is 1/2 lang ng base 120 times height na 0.06. Bakit minus? Kasi nga, kailangan natin pumunta sa LP. Yung LP is nasa baba ng PC. O, di ba? The resulting elevation for LP is 104.4 meters. Na in case gusto mo subukan yung PT, pwede rin. Tataas na class. Babawasan mo na ng corresponding area dito, yun na yung elevation ng LP pa rin. It doesn't matter class. same pa rin yan. No? Again, yan kasi pinakamadaling way, guys, sinosolve yung stationing at yung elevation. Naka lang? Kasi take ka sa board exam po, paramihan ka ng tamang sagot, no? Hindi pagandahan ang solusyon. Naka lang? The next, we have here, rate of change in grade per 20 meter length. Class, yung rate of change in grade, actually class, that is only slope. Eh, paano slope yan, sir? Slope lang yan ng grade diagram. Yan. We have here rise A, we have run B. Yan lang. R is equal to, para kasi naman kasi yung change in grade, di ba? Right minus left, which is 4% minus 6%. Di ba? Over 200 meters. Eh, saan ba yan? Paano ba yan, sir, kunin? Di ba? Ang sarap sulatan, no? Pero, now, ganyan na, di ba, Kas? Makaka-create ka, Kas, ng malaking right triangle, tama? Ito kasi, 200. Di ba? Ito, 4%. Ito, 6%. Di ba? Rise over run lang. Parang ganun lang, Kas. No? So 4 minus 6% or 4 plus 4 plus 6%. It will result to 1% per 20 meters. Which is, class, tumugma na kasi mismo kapag i-calculate mo yan. Na, sir, what if, sir, yung lumabas, sir, iba? What if ganito kasi lumabas? What if ganito lumabas, no? 0.5% per 35 meters. What if ganyan kasi lumabas? Na simple lang. Kailangan mo lang kasi mag-ratio ng proportion. I-relate mo na yan sa x over 20 meters. Yan lang. Kunin mo kasi x. Di ba, i-cross multiply yan. Tayo kasi kunin. Saan kasi equal yung x? X is just equal to in percentage lang, ha? In percentage lang. Ano nilagay sa kanan? 0.5? 0.5? 0.5 lang ilagay sa kanan, ha? Huwag niyong i-gawing decimal. So, saan niya kasi equal in percentage? 0.29%, gano'n? Now, so yan kasi that is 0.29% per 20 meters. Again, class, dito kasi, class, nag-exacto ni-shoot siya, class, per 20 meter. Which is yun kasi yung hinahanap. Yun nga lang, what if in case, class, pag sinubo, class, hindi, iba, yung lalabas. E di ano kasi gagawin mo? Huwag pataranta, class, ratio and proportion lang. Makakuha mo kasi yung rate of changing grade per 20 meters. Naka lang? No? Hopefully, kasi ba yung tulad, class, no? Para kasi mas mapadali kasi yung buhay mo, di ba? Siyempre, kailangan natin kasi mapadaliin kasi yung buhay natin. Ay, hindi naman kasi mapadaliin na yung masyadong mapapalapit ka na Lord, no? Huwag gano'n naman, no? Siyempre. Yung shortcuts, may sometimes, no? Okay lang. Guys, sabi ko kasi diba sa review center, karamihan kasi guys, kapag nag-review ka na, bumabait yun. Alam niyo ba? Bumabait kasi kapag nag-review. Kasi nga, syempre, gusto mo pumasa. Eh, ano sabi ko sa kanila? Kas, huwag masyadong mabait. Kasi baka sobrang bait mo, baka masyado ka nang malalapit kay Lord. Di ba sabi ko nga, huwag masyadong malapit kay Lord. Diba? Kasi baka, hindi ka na makabalik, no? Mahirap na kasi kapag masyado kang malapit ka Lord. Kaya nga, tamang distansya pa rin. No?
Sir, pwede po ba ulit yung sa ratio?
Ay! Di ba? Let's say, ang lalabas, ito kasi, try mo daw makalagyo, try mo ikalagyo. Ito kasi is 10 over 200. Tama? It will result to 1 over 20. Which is exacto lang na, yan yung sagot, which is 1% per 20 meters. Or, yung rate of change in grade is 1% per 20 meters length. Pero what if, yung lalabas, kapag kinalagyo mo pa ganyan, anong gagawin mo? Eh di, Ratio proportion lang. I-relate mo lang yan sa isang fraction na x represents yung grade, change in grade, over yung 20 meter na length or station. Yun lang. Di ba kasi, sinabi kasi per 20 meters. What if ganyan yung resulta ito, ganito? Hindi pa yan yung sagot, di ba? Anong gagawin mo? I-relate mo lang sa fraction ng x over 20. Yun lang. Again, yun lang kasing gagawin.